Hey everybody, this is David Scarica. Hope you're all doing well. So quick video here. I'm leaving tonight for Spain. It's an overnight flight. So anyhow, so I have all day, but I'm packing very light. Um anyhow, we're gonna do a quick stock chart of the day here for the July the 13th. And it's gonna be a very simple stock chart of the day. It's gonna be gold and silver. So let's get the screen going. So we can see gold is up $2, is up $25 yesterday. Um, silver is also seeing from some follow through. So it's looking pretty good. So we can see gold kind of consolidated from April, May down here into July. We're just going to look at gold bullion. I'll do it in maybe more detail than how cheap the stocks are. I have an excellent junior that should be raising money over the next week or two, and I'm really excited about it. It's like, I really cut down on the deals I did in 2022, and this year I've done a couple small ones. But this one, every few years, we had Aftermath in 2019, Wallbridge back in 2016, 2021 we had Nevada King. Sorry. We had both Nevada King and Newfound Gold. So every few years I get something I get really excited about, and I'm really excited about this one. So for obviously my lifetime people, I'll mention it to the free list, but you'll have to write me an email if you're interested in it because they are doing a private placement. Obviously, you have to be accredited. But yeah, we'll do that at another point. So gold had this nice move here after this consolidation. Really, we're just if we get a longer term chart, a couple longer term charts to really see. So really, we're just coming off this resistance. Gold hit 2100 in 2020. Soared after COVID. You can see gold and silver stocks were about the best performing asset for about the first 6 months. I'm going to do a detailed presentation on that later because really, when the Fed finally starts this loosening cycle, gold and silver is where you want to be for that first, like anywhere from 6 to 24 months, that first year or two. Usually they do very, very well. So then during the Russian invasion, we saw another kind of the beginning of it, another kind of like whatever, I guess, flight to safety, and then we went here. So I think we're this is just I don't think it's a triple top. I think this is resistance, and I think we'll blow that out, especially if the Fed funds futures are right, and I'm correct that this is essentially the last Fed rate hike coming up, and then next year, probably around this time next year, early to mid next year, they begin to reduce rates. Now, I'm expecting this to be like 5 steps up, 1 step back. So like rates go from 0 to 5%, and then maybe go back to 4. But that's kind of what I'm expecting. But like even that 1% cutting, if they do that next year, I think gold and silver absolutely rocket. So let's go look at a longer term chart. We can see it even better when we look back 20 years. It just kind of reminds me of like, look at what happened from 2016 to 2019. That took 3 years. This is basically taking 3 years. And you can see that gold kept banging its head on 1400. And when it broke, boom, gold moved 50% higher basically in a year. So, and you can see here, same thing here in 2007 to 2009. 2008, sorry, to 2009. This took just a little shorter. This took about a year and a half. Again, note when gold broke, basically 1,000, it went to almost 2,000. It went up almost 100%. And we're not talking from the bottom of the move. We're talking from the breakout point. Same thing here in 2005, 2006. You can see gold had a resistance around 700. When it broke it, boom, it went to 1,000. So it seems 50% to 100% seems to be the next move. So when we do break this 2,100, I think we can be headed quickly towards 3,000. And so that would be obviously very positive. So silver as well, you can see the same thing here. Silver kind of had this sideways pattern, and when it broke about 20, boom, it went straight to 30 in 2020. So now we've kind of got like this, we're a little further under the highs in silver, but same kind of thing here. This big consolidation for a few years. Again, similar thing kind of happened again in 2004, 2005, and boom, silver went from 7.5 to 15, so doubled. And then silver went from 10 to 20 in 07, 08. Now I'm doing from the bottom, not from the breakout move, but the breakout here was 15 and went to 22. Breakout here was basically about 8, went to 15. So same thing. I think breakout here was just over 20, went to 30. So I think same kind of thing. Look for a 50 to 100% move above the previous high or intermediate high, which was 30. So, really, we maybe this move where maybe gold goes to 3,000, silver gets back to those $40 to $50 highs reached in both 1980 and 2011. So, this kind of coincides with yesterday when we talked about, the dollar rolling over. And, obviously when you get these moves down in the dollar, that move, you can see here, 2010, 2011 coincided with that top in gold. And then, same thing in 2018, 2017, sorry. Gold had a nice little rally there. And of course, in 2020, right after COVID started, that decline in the dollar coincided with a huge move in gold from about 1,400 on the low to over 2,000 as well. So the dollar going down, the dollar doesn't have to go down for gold prices to go up. Gold prices essentially bottomed in 2018 and actually moved higher for a few years with the dollar. So it doesn't have to happen, but the dollar going down always helps and probably will make the move greater. So gold and silver, the moral of the story here is we're still kind of in these consolidations. Good move. Again, just lower inflation, just the Fed being less hawkish. Go look what it did. Silver was up 4% yesterday. Gold was up 1.27%. Both are kind of following through today. And maybe another stock chart today, we'll talk about how cheap the stocks are. But anyhow, that's it for today. Tomorrow, Friday, I'll do crypto. And then our stock chart of the day for Monday is going to be the drawdown in the strategic reserve in the United States and oil prices. And I'm doing them all today, Thursday, before I fly out. Because Friday, when I get in, I'll probably be jet lagged. And let's face it, I'll probably do maybe an update this weekend. I really don't want to do a stock chart of the day update my first weekend in Spain. I want to have, a couple of mimosas for breakfast and some sangrias and, take a couple nice walks and have some paella. And there's this great place. I'll take a little video of it just in the market in Barcelona, where they have, all fresh seafood, and they're like the old school kind of guys I like. They just basically sit around and talk about Barcelona FC all day. Reminds me of my old Italian barbers here in Canada. So anyhow, that's basically it. I got to take off. I'm having a quick, I'm going with my father. I'm having a quick breakfast with my mother. Parents are divorced, have been a long time, today before I leave this evening. So everybody take care, and I hope you enjoyed this video.